Imagine a world where the truth hides in plain sight, where secrets whisper through history, science, and even the everyday moments we never question. Tonight, we uncover the astonishing the mind, bending the absolutely hidden facts that most of us have never dared to think about. From the mysteries of nature to the untold stories of human brilliance, these revelations are not just fascinating, they're game-changing. Each fact has the power to surprise you, to thrill you, and to leave you wondering what else is still out there, waiting to be discovered. Beneath the waves lies a world we still barely understand, a realm so vast and mysterious that it makes outer space feel closer to us than our very own planet. The ocean, stretching across more than 70% of Earth's surface, holds secrets that remain locked away in the depths of its endless blue. Scientists estimate that nearly 80% of our oceans remain unexplored, untouched, unseen, and completely unmapped by human eyes. Think about that for a moment. The majority of the world beneath us is still a blank page, waiting to be written. What could possibly be hiding there? What creatures, what landscapes, what astonishing truths might exist in the darkness, miles below the surface? The deep ocean is a place of extremes. It is a world of crushing pressure, where sunlight cannot reach, and temperatures can plunge into near freezing cold. Yet, against all odds, life thrives there. Creatures that seem more like aliens than animals roam in these abyssal zones, glowing jellyfish, transparent fish with lantern, like organs, and colossal squids that stretch longer than a school bus. These aren't science fiction creations, they are very real, very alive, and very rare glimpses into an unknown ecosystem that continues to evolve without our interference. Some of these animals can withstand pressures hundreds of times greater than what we experience on land, a feat that would instantly crush any human or machine not designed for the abyss. But it's not just the creatures that astonish scientists. The geography of the ocean floor tells stories of our planet's past and hints at its future. Mountains taller than Everest rise in silence from the seafloor, hidden from sight. Deep trenches cut into the Earth's crust, plunging miles downward, creating canyons more immense than anything on land. Hydrothermal vents spew scorching, mineral, rich water, and around them, entire ecosystems thrive in the pitch black, completely independent of sunlight. Life in these places feeds not on photosynthesis, but on chemosynthesis, proof that nature can build entire food chains in ways we never imagined. This discovery even reshaped how scientists think about the possibility of life beyond Earth, suggesting that if life can flourish in the harshest corners of our oceans, it might also survive on icy moons of Jupiter or Saturn, and yet, despite all of this, we've mapped more of the surface of Mars than we have of Earth's seafloor. Satellites give us breathtaking images of distant galaxies, but the mysteries of our own oceans remain veiled. Every deep-sea expedition seems to uncover something new, an unidentified species, a geological wonder, or a clue to how life itself began. The unanswered questions are endless. What secrets lie buried in shipwrecks at unreachable depths? How many more species are hidden in the shadows, waiting to be discovered? Could the ocean floor even hold the key to solving some of humanity's greatest challenges, from climate change to new sources of medicine? The truth is, the ocean is not just water. It is history, it is future, it is mystery itself. And as long as 80% of it remains unexplored, it will continue to remind us of just how little we truly know about our own planet. More than 2,000 years ago, long before satellites, smartphones, and supercomputers, a group of ancient minds crafted something that would leave modern scientists both amazed and perplexed. It was pulled from the depths of the sea in 1901, when sponge divers off the coast of the Greek island Antikythera stumbled upon the wreck of a Roman cargo ship. Among statues, pottery, and coins, there was a strange lump of corroded bronze and wood that didn't seem to belong. For years it sat unnoticed, an unremarkable relic. But when scholars finally examined it closely, they realized they were looking at something extraordinary, a device so advanced that it would rewrite what we thought we knew about ancient technology. This artifact is known today as the Antikythera mechanism, and many call it the world's very first computer. At first glance, the mechanism looked like a rusted box of gears fused together by centuries of seawater. But as scientists began to study it with X-rays and 3D scans, a picture emerged of its true purpose. Inside were more than 30 intricate bronze gears crafted with a precision no one believed possible for that time period. The teeth of those gears interlocked perfectly, designed to move in harmony, calculating the passage of time with astonishing accuracy. This wasn't just a clock, it was a complex astronomical machine. The device could predict solar eclipses, track the cycles of the moon, and chart the movements of planets across the sky. It was, in every sense, an ancient computer built to model the heavens. What makes this discovery so astonishing is not just the mechanism itself, but what it tells us about the people who built it. For centuries, we assumed the Greeks of that era had only basic tools and mathematics. Yet here was a machine that required advanced engineering skills, an understanding of astronomical cycles, and craftsmanship on a microscopic scale. It was as if a fragment of the modern world had fallen into antiquity. The device suggests that knowledge far ahead of its time once existed, only to vanish from history, lost for more than 1,000 years until modern science caught up. Even today, the Antikythera mechanism holds secrets we are still trying to unlock. Scholars debate whether it was built by one brilliant mind or an entire team of skilled artisans. Some argue it was influenced by the work of Archimedes, one of history's greatest mathematicians, though no direct proof exists. Others suggest it may have been used for teaching, or perhaps as a navigational tool for voyages across the seas. Every new scan, every new analysis seems to reveal something more intricate, more surprising about its design. The real mystery, however, is not just how it worked, but why no other devices like it have been found. Was it a one-of-a-kind masterpiece, or were there once many more lost to time and decay? If ancient civilizations had this level of technology, what else might they have known that we have forgotten? What ideas were centuries ahead of their time, waiting to be rediscovered? The Antikythera mechanism is more than an artifact. It is a reminder that history is not always a straight line of progress. Sometimes knowledge surges forward, only to be buried in the sands of time, waiting for the world to catch up. It forces us to look at the past with new eyes and to wonder how many more hidden truths may still lie beneath the waves, waiting to be brought to the surface. In the mysterious world beneath the waves, where silence rules and survival demands adaptation, one creature carries a secret so strange it almost feels like fiction. The octopus, an animal often celebrated for its intelligence and otherworldly appearance, holds a hidden fact that defies everything we imagine about life. It has 3 hearts. Not 1, not 2, 3, and even more astonishing, 2 of those hearts stop beating when it swims. It sounds like a line from a fantasy novel, but it is one of nature's most extraordinary truths. The anatomy of the octopus is unlike anything else in the animal kingdom. 2 of its hearts, known as branchial hearts, are responsible for pumping blood through the gills, where oxygen is absorbed from the water. The third, the systemic heart, pushes oxygen, rich blood through the rest of the body, delivering the fuel that powers its arms, its camouflage systems, and its astonishing problem-solving brain. But when the octopus glides through the water, the systemic heart shuts down completely. For those moments, the octopus relies only on its gill hearts to keep oxygen flowing. Imagine if every time you went for a swim, your main heart simply paused and yet you survived. It is a reality for this incredible animal. This odd system reveals something deeper about the octopus and its way of life. These creatures are built for short bursts of motion, for sudden escapes and dramatic flourishes of ink, not for endless swimming like a shark or a tuna. Because the heart stops during active swimming, octopuses quickly tire, preferring to crawl along the ocean floor using their arms rather than glide through the open water. Their very biology tells us they are creatures of ambush and stealth, relying on camouflage, cunning, and surprise instead of sheer speed. And then there is their blood. Unlike ours, which is iron, based in red, the octopus's blood is copper-based, giving it a bluish color. This copper-rich blood is better suited for carrying oxygen in cold, low-oxygen environments, such as the deep seas where many octopuses thrive. Between their 3 hearts and blue blood, they are a living example of evolution pushing the boundaries of possibility, sculpting life in ways that seem almost alien. But the heart is only one piece of the octopus's story. These animals are among the most intelligent of all invertebrates, capable of solving puzzles, navigating mazes, and even escaping from aquariums by opening latches and unscrewing jars. Combine this brainpower with their biological oddities, and they feel like visitors from another world. It is no wonder that some scientists have described them as the closest thing we have to an alien on Earth. What makes their 3-heart system so mind-bending is the way it challenges our assumptions about how life is supposed to work. We think of one heart as essential, non-negotiable, but for the octopus, survival means rewriting the rules. It forces us to recognize that nature is endlessly inventive, that life can take forms beyond what we imagine possible. And as researchers continue to study these creatures, they keep discovering more: unique proteins in their blood, extraordinary regenerative powers, and behaviors that suggest a level of consciousness once thought impossible in animals without backbones. Every heartbeat, or lack of one, reminds us that the octopus is not just another animal in the ocean. It is a living puzzle, a clue to how diverse, adaptable, and creative evolution can be. To look at an octopus is to glimpse the limitless imagination of life itself, pulsing quietly in 3 hearts beneath the sea. Deep inside your skull, in a space no bigger than a cauliflower, lies the most powerful engine on Earth, the human brain. We often take it for granted, yet this 3-pound organ holds the capacity to dream, to invent, to remember, and to love. But here is a fact so astonishing it almost sounds unreal. Your brain generates enough electricity to power a small light bulb, around 20 watts of energy, every single second of your life. That spark of power is not just a poetic metaphor. It is a literal truth, one that illuminates the very essence of what makes us human. Every thought you have, every memory you recall, every heartbeat your body keeps in rhythm, is driven by tiny electrical impulses racing across billions of neurons. These neurons, over 86 billion in number, are wired together in a network so vast that scientists compare it to the galaxies in our universe. Each one communicates with others through electrical and chemical signals, creating a constant storm of activity. And from that storm emerges something we still cannot fully explain: consciousness, identity, imagination. The energy flowing in your brain is the spark of you. To put this in perspective, imagine a single second of brain activity. Millions of electrical messages fire at once, transmitting information faster than any supercomputer humanity has ever built. In the blink of an eye, your brain processes colors, sounds, smells, and emotions simultaneously. When you see a familiar face, neurons in one part of the brain recognize the shape of the eyes, while others process the smile, while still others connect the memory of a laugh shared years ago. All of this happens within fractions of a second, fueled by that constant electrical charge. But here's the twist: the brain is not just consuming energy. it's also shaping how energy is used throughout your entire body. Though it represents only about 2% of your body weight, your brain devours about 20% of your body's total energy supply. That means every bite of food, every breath of air, is partly dedicated to keeping that spark alive. Without it, your body is nothing more than silent machinery. With it, you become a storyteller, a creator, a dreamer. What makes this fact even more mind-blowing is how fragile, yet resilient, this power source can be. A tiny disruption in those electrical signals can cause memory lapses, confusion, or seizures. Yet the brain is also capable of rewiring itself, adapting and creating new pathways in a process called neuroplasticity. It is as if your inner light can dim, flicker, and yet find new ways to shine again. The energy of your brain does more than keep you alive. It defines what it means to be alive. That glowing 20 watts isn't just electricity. It's every story you've ever told, every problem you've ever solved, every hope you've ever carried. And when you realize that inside you, right now, there is a spark bright enough to power light itself, you cannot help but wonder, what else are we capable of when we truly harness the energy of our own minds? So remember this: inside each of us burns a light, quiet yet unstoppable, fragile yet infinite. It is the pulse of thought, the rhythm of memory, the glow of imagination, and as long as that light shines, we are never in darkness.